Remember that when we're verifying an identity, you can only work on one side of the problem, and we always want to work on the side that is more complicated. So I'm going to treat this like an electric fence, and I'm only going to work on the left-hand side. We're going to be using the cosine sum and difference formulas. Now, you can memorize these formulas separately, or you can turn it into one equation, which is my preference. The way I would write it is the cosine of alpha plus beta. I would add plus or minus here. That's the change I'm going to make. And then I'm going to write out my formula, cosine alpha, cosine beta, sine alpha, sine beta. It's a sine alpha, sine beta. What I'm going to do in the middle, instead of writing plus or minus, is I'm going to write minus plus. That reminds me to flip it. If my original problem tells me adding, then my formula will use subtracting. So writing the formula this way will allow you to memorize less stuff, right? So now we don't need this second equation at all. We have plus or minus on this side, and then minus and plus on the other side. All right, so let's get to the problem. On the left-hand side, I have cosine of x minus y. I'm just going to write it out using my formula. That's going to give me cosine x, cosine y. According to my formula, right, it's minus plus, so I do the opposite sign. So I'm going to do plus sine x, sine y. And all of that is, I'm going to circle it up here in the original. That was just this. So all of those terms are expanded of that expression. All right, now let's change colors so we can see the difference here. I'm going to switch to green. My next equation, I'm going to apply my identity here. It is also going to be cosine x, cosine y, cosine y. This time it's minus sine x, sine y. Remember that minus plus instead of plus or minus situation. The next thing that's going to happen is some things are going to cancel for me. All of these sine terms are going to cancel. And now I actually have like terms, right? I have two of the same thing here. I have two cosine x, cosine y. And let's check in with what we were trying to get. That is actually what we were trying to get, so we're done. We worked only on one side, and we were able to verify the identity. Just a tip, if these problems are filling a full page of notebook paper, that means you've made a wrong turn someplace. These problems should take 2, 3, maybe 4 steps, but no more than that.